Your screen freezes. Error messages multiply. The immediate thought for most people is simple: my computer has a virus. But technically, that is probably incorrect. A true computer virus is a very specific piece of code. It requires human interaction, like opening an infected document to activate, and it spreads by physically attaching itself to other files on your machine. This hierarchy maps the malware ecosystem. Viruses occupy a single specialized branch, surrounded by other threats like worms, trojans, and ransomware, each engineered for a distinct task. Attackers rarely rely on a single tool. To execute a successful digital heist, they chain these different categories together in distinct, calculated phases. Phase 1 is infiltration. Instead of trying to break through complex cryptographic walls, attackers often target the system's most vulnerable component: human psychology. They use social engineering, manipulating emotions and building false trust to bypass security. The most common tactic is phishing. An attacker sends a fake message that appears to be from a trusted source, such as your bank, tricking you into handing over your password or downloading a malicious attachment. However, some infiltration requires no human interaction. A drive-by download happens when merely visiting a compromised website exploits a flaw in your browser or a plugin. Without a single click, the page silently drops malicious code onto your machine. This timeline illustrates a zero-day exploit, which targets a software vulnerability the vendor doesn't even know exists. Because there have been 0 days to patch it, attackers can break into systems completely unopposed during this window. Whether the vulnerability was a manipulated user or a hidden flaw in the code, the attacker has successfully opened the door. They are inside. Phase 2 is establishing a foothold. Malware often needs to hide to avoid immediate deletion, and a Trojan horse does exactly that. It disguises its malicious purpose by pretending to be a useful tool or a free game. Once the user installs the Trojan, it acts as a delivery mechanism for a backdoor. This creates a secret entrance into the system, allowing the hacker to bypass normal password authentication and enter at will. To escalate their stealth, attackers deploy a rootkit. This software grants hidden administrator-level control over the computer. It actively disguises itself from the operating system, making it incredibly difficult to detect or remove, even if you reboot the machine. This diagram illustrates the mechanics of fileless malware. Unlike traditional attacks on the left, fileless malware leaves no physical footprint on the hard drive. It lives entirely within the computer's memory or hijacks legitimate system tools, rendering traditional file scanning antivirus ineffective. Establishing this invisible, deep-level access allows the attacker to map the network and prepare for the destructive phase without triggering any alarms. Phase 3 is the payload. This is the specific action the malware takes to extract value. One method is silent theft using a keylogger, spyware that quietly records every single keystroke you make, capturing passwords and credit card numbers as you type them. Ransomware takes a louder approach, using overt exertion. This digital ransom note illustrates the typical demand for cryptocurrency to unlock the user's scrambled files. Other payloads are built purely for sabotage. A logic bomb is malicious code that lies completely dormant in normal software. It acts like a digital time bomb, detonating to crash systems or delete data when a specific date is reached or an action triggers it. In contrast to these severe threats, Adware focuses on monetization through irritation. It clutters your screen with unwanted pop-ups to earn ad revenue for the attacker, while also quietly tracking your browsing habits and slowing down your system. The payload is the culmination of the breach. The attacker has monetized their infiltration, stolen the data, or executed their intended sabotage. For modern cybercriminals, infecting a single computer is rarely the end goal. Phase 4 is proliferation. This map illustrates a worm's aggressive spread. As a self-contained program, it automatically scans and copies itself across networks without human interaction. Zooming out, these infections string together thousands of devices to form a botnet, a remote-controlled zombie army used for massive cyber attacks. Proliferation transforms every compromised laptop or smart device into a weaponized brick within a massive global attack infrastructure. We can now trace the complete modular lifecycle of an attack. A carefully crafted phishing email delivers a Trojan. That Trojan installs a rootkit, which drops a keylogger payload, before finally enlisting the machine into a sprawling botnet. Because of this complexity, simply installing antivirus software provides an incomplete defense. Fileless malware and zero-day exploits are specifically engineered to slip light past standard technical scans. Mitigating these threats require monitoring behavior to catch suspicious memory activity, keeping your software fully patched to close zero-day windows, and securing Internet of Things devices with strong, unique passwords. Because the majority of these attacks exploit human nature to open that initial door, an educated, skeptical user who recognizes the signs and hits delete provides a more effective defense than any piece of software.